Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
How's it going? You've got a spring in your step today. Sorry I kept you waiting. You ready to go? I was just about to ask you the same thing. There's nothing like some good old-fashioned peace and quiet. I think I'd fall asleep on the spot if I laid down in the grass. Where? Oh, don't give me that look. I'm not about to hunt it down. I wish I could have stayed a naive kid just a little longer. None of this nonsense about crests or nobility. Mm-hmm. Ingrid's more delicate than she looks. Don't tease her too much, okay? I wish we could have stayed at the academy at least until the ball during the ethereal moon. Hear you there. Thanks. Let's do this again.
Never thought I'd see the day you shut yourself in your room to read. I hear you've been pouring through every book on magic you can get your hands on.
Hey, I read sometimes. Anyway, I had this great idea I needed to do some research for.
I'm afraid to ask. Wait, what's that diagram?
A perceptive question. This here is a blueprint I came up with for a new kind of fire orb.
Really? You're talking about those flame-flinging siege weapons, right? Because that looks pretty small for a fire orb.
Well, that's the point. I want to make it so that our knights can carry one around as easily as they do their swords.
What would that accomplish? Knights don't have the training to use something like that.
Right you are. The wielder needs both special training and some natural magical ability to use one. At least that's the case with our current fire orbs. Which brings me to my main goal, making it so that anyone can use them, no matter their background. I mean, think about the havoc we could wreak if your average knight or myrmidon could also blast out some fire magic whenever they wanted.
That's actually a great idea, Sylvain. I bet we could come up with some amazing battle strategies with those things.
Right? I knew someone as special as you would understand. Either way, it won't be ready anytime soon. I'm not sure when I'll finally be done with it, honestly.
If you don't hurry, the war will be over before you're finished.
battle's not the only place it'll come in handy. People who don't have any other training could use it for self-defense.
Huh. Come to think of it, that's the same reason you were so interested in my sword. Does this have to do with House Gautier? I know your family's been dealing with Serang for years now.
Yeah, more or less. We've gone through some pretty tough times. My father's first wife, Miklon's mom, she died in a Serang raid. We've managed to hold the border for about 100 years now thanks to the Lance of Ruin. But they keep pushing our limits. Frankly, I admire their determination.
It did seem like Margrave Gautier was pretty used to fending off their attacks.
It's not like he's had much choice. Once I inherit his title, I'll keep doing whatever I can to hold them off. But it's going to be tough without a stronger military. If the king had forces of his own, he could send them in at a moment's notice whenever we were in trouble. Problem is, the last king already tried something like that. It ticked the local lords off to no end.
Makes sense. If the king grows stronger, everyone else loses a little bit of their own influence in comparison. Anyone would have a hard time swallowing that.
I'd say it's worth it if it means the kingdom won't descend into chaos. Whatever the case, any reforms we enact will need to be peaceful and well-founded. Which is exactly why I want us to be able to fight on our own, without having to rely on our relic or on other lords.
Wow, Sylvain, you actually sound like a real heir now. It's a nice change from all the skirt chasing you used to do.
Hey, the future of my house is on the line here. Even the laziest guy in the world would be worried about that. Sure, the kingdom might be a half-frozen stretch of dirt, but it's my half-frozen stretch of dirt. And it's the only home I've got.
Home, huh?
Which battlefield are you headed to?
If that's what you want.
You can leave this to me.
The fight starts now.
Well done. Shall we?
I'll do what I can!
Let's do this!
All would be lost if I were to die here.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough. Stand back.
too easy.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
Let me at him!
Let us begin.
We're not losing to anyone!
Think I could use this.
My apologies, but we require immediate support.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
No backing down! This'll do the trick!
You shall pay for this. You hear? Watch and learn.
I'll dirty my hands if I must. I may be more suited to the task, but I cannot stand idly by.
Take a breather.
I've awaited this moment.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
Let us press our advantage further.
This is all my fault. Every failure has something to teach us.
We will have to hold the line for now. Be patient and wait for an opening. I shall take the lead. Is that all? Feeble defense.
This is nothing.
Nice going, everyone. That's one in the win column.
I'm glad to be of use.
Hey,
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Sure, I'll take a swing at it.
This strength.
There is little time.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
I'm thinking. The thing is...
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's give it our all. Hey, thanks for the invite. Where are we? I'll go anywhere with you. This place is so peaceful. I love the feeling of a nice breeze on my face. Hey, did you make that up yourself? Teach me, teach me. I never really get to relax on my days off. I'm so indecisive that I spend all my time thinking about what to do instead of actually doing it. What do you like more, sweet or spicy food? I'd have to go with sweet myself. So great! I like the capital fine enough, but Dominic territory is nice too, and it's way warmer for one. Yep. Thanks for that. I can't remember.
Hey, Annette. What are you up so late for? Some kind of research?
Oh no, it's nothing like that. I've been working on this.
That just looks like a bunch of little black bugs jumping around on a page.
Excuse you, it's sheet music. I have no idea how you could possibly think the notes look like bugs.
Sorry. It's just, I don't think I've ever actually seen sheet music before. Does this mean you're writing a new song?
Mm-hmm. A lovely tune popped into my head today, so I wanted to jot it down before I forgot.
What kind of song is it? I can't read sheet music, so I'm having trouble imagining what it'll be like.
If it turns out right, it'll be bouncy and fun. Though I'm nowhere near finishing the lyrics yet. Still, I want to write something happy. A song that'll make people feel good when they sing it.
That sounds great. I can't wait till it's finished.
Hey, do you remember the song I wrote about that night?
Night? Oh, you mean the horse with the human... Yeah, the song about the night, of course.
Well, I heard someone singing it again.
Look, Annette, I know you're upset I let it slip, but what's done is done.
I didn't mean it like that. I heard a mercenary singing it to himself as he died. He was covered in blood and could hardly breathe. Yet he had this great big smile on his face as the words crossed his lips. He must have been in so much pain. But still, he just kept smiling.
Probably thinking back to all the times he spent drinking and singing with his friends. Soldiers always throw the wildest parties after a battle. The sort of thing where you can find knights and mercs alike locking arms and belting out tunes.
Maybe. Anyway, I've been thinking about that mercenary a lot ever since he passed. I never wanted that song out in the world, and I'm honestly still not happy about it. But it helped him face his final moments with a smile, instead of sadness or fear. And I'm forever grateful I could provide that.
It's like I told you before, Annette. Your songs can really help people. I'm sure tons more took comfort in that song, too. Including me. Whenever I'm feeling down, I just think about one of your silly songs, and I'm right back in high spirits.
Silly? Are you implying my lyrics aren't serious? No, never mind. I'll choose to take it as a compliment. And hey, if my songs really help people that much, I better get to work writing lots of new ones.
There you go. So, what's this next one gonna be about?
Well, right now I'm planning to make it be about a group of friends who dig into a huge feast together. They keep churning out dish after delicious dish, and everyone's faces are alight with laughter and joy.
Wow, I'm getting hungry just hearing about it.
Right? Then once all the food runs out, they go off hunting for ingredients so they can cook up some more.
Okay.
But uh-oh, they come across a ginormous bear and have to battle it to the death.
A death match with a bear? I thought this was supposed to be a happy song about a feast. Guess I shouldn't judge it before it's done. Just let me know when you're finished, okay? I want to be the first in line to hear it.
Yes, of course.
Which battlefield are you headed to? Make sure you're ready.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat. Can't wait to see how you do.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Well?
Houses Gert, Esser, Locken, and Ox. I can't believe we'll be facing them all at once.
What do you expect? From their standpoint, this is an invasion, and they are the ones to repel it. They fight to protect their homes, their families, their livelihoods, just as we would fight to protect ours. We would all do well not to forget that. Be sure to tell those under your commands the same.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Feeling guilty about this isn't gonna change anything. We still have to fight, and we still have to win.
You're right. This is the only way we'll ever get peace back in Fodlan.
There's no turning back now. Not after what we've done. But I don't regret any of it. I believe in the path we're on, the very one that's led us to the battle ahead.
Lasting peace is waiting for you on the other side of this fight. You've got my power to see you through it.
It doesn't matter what any of us say, Boar. You know what needs to be done. We'll have plenty of time to grieve once this is all over. So stick to the plan and don't look back.
We stand here because we believe in you, Your Majesty.
I see. I'm heartened to know I have your trust. Whenever I've lost my way, all of you have been there to help me recover it.
It's the least we can do, both as your subjects and your friends.
Everything seems to be in order, Your Majesty. Sorry, am I interrupting something here?
No, we've just finished. We will need your strength in this battle, Rodrigue.
And my strength you'll have. Let's show these Imperial scoundrels what a mistake it is to cross the people of Fargus. So many noble Imperial houses have assembled on the battlefield. From the looks of it, they're desperate to defend the Empire.
As are we to fight for our home. First, we must make haste and take the main hall.
Duke Gert is holed up in the main hall, but capturing the strongholds and besieging the enemy should draw him out.
Alright, let's aim for the closest stronghold first. Easy does it.
On to the next ones.
Something doesn't seem quite right. Does this feel a little too easy to anyone else?
Stand back!
Wonderful, Brontos. That should put us at ease for the time being. Here they are, right on schedule. All units, move out and take the Kingdom forces down.
Take a breather.
I've awaited this moment.
Just watch.
So the enemy general finally shows. We've got to put them on the defensive.
You're finished. No backing down. I could use this. Thank you.
Still in the fight.
I'm all right. Seize this moment.
I won't lose.
You're finished. No backing down. We've got to do this. This is it. I'm not.
The strongholds belong to us now. Still, it all seems to be going too smoothly.
They're all over us. I can't stay here any longer.
Don't think you can escape! After her, quick!
Felix, don't break ranks.
Remember our objective. We will not be able to besiege the enemy until we've captured the strongholds.
Stand back!
My turn?
It's not over.
I shall take the lead.
Just watch. I'm tougher than you think.
Out of the way!
This'll do the trick.
My thanks.
Think I could use this. No backing down.
I'll show you
tougher than you think.
There, the path is clear. Wait.
You've walked right into my trap. I simply can't waste this golden opportunity.
Hanuman shall have his day. Death from above. Oh? It's an ambush. Everyone fall back. We can take down the enemies at the rear first.
Now we tighten the net. We can't let any of our units fall before we have them surrounded.
I fear that I'll just get in your way and ruin the wonderful strategy you've all thought up.
Send in the remaining soldiers.
Reinforcements! We'll have to outlast them somehow.
Your Majesty, I have troops held in reserve as discussed. You can mobilize on your command.
There is no reason to be wary of a nobody like me. I hardly deserve to be here at all.
They have the numbers. Above all else, we must protect His Majesty.
This is it!
Fleeting as they may be, must my dreams end upon this battlefield?
I'm tougher than you think.
The enemy's really serious about this. They're sending in so many soldiers.
Will anyone remember all that I worked for? All that I dreamed? Perhaps I shall go unmourned. I'm so sorry, Constance. I had hoped it wouldn't come to this.
Victory must be ours. We will raise the city, and the kingdom army with it.
How dare you threaten our lands, Fargus worms!
More of them? When will it ever end?
I knew this would happen. Thankfully, I already have a way to slow the enemy advance.
Just wait.
I'll finish this!
That is not how we make and file soldiers fall. I am the Viscount, and I must not die here.
You've gotten this far? That persistence is honestly exhausting.
You gotta do this! This is it! Let's do this!
Are you?
I'm tougher than you think!
Can't let.
No backing down! Sorry, but I'm not backing down.
Keep it up.
I'm tougher than you think.
If I lose, it'll leave us with a wide opening. But I'm pretty sure this isn't worth throwing my life away over.
No backing down! I'm tougher than you think!
I never thought I'd be the kind to fight to the death. But
in the end, we had no other choice. This won't be the last time we have to do this either.
They fended off our ambush. No, we cannot allow them to gain momentum.
The time has come to remount our attack on the main hall.
Unless you
Take a breather.
territory invaded, I cannot suffer that to happen. That's too close for comfort. I refuse to die in a place like this. my daughter. For my people, I shall not lose.
You're done!
My blade is blunted after all. Forgive me, my dear Monica.
Father, no! You didn't have to.
My mistake led to my father's death. I shall have revenge.
She got the better of us before, but not this time.
Move out! Halt the enemy in their tracks!
Brilliant, Robbie. See why my father placed so much faith in you.
Monica! Oh dear! Perhaps it's time we join the battle in earnest.
I won't watch her die. Let's go, Hanneman. It's so dreadful to see a familiar face across the battlefield. That said, I will not back down. The time for calm has passed. Who knows what I may do now?
Now's the time. Rodrigue, the reserves!
I shall make them work for it, if nothing else.
Yes, sir. Spread the word to all units.
So you're an Imperial General now, Professor Manuela.
Not bad at all. I'm starting to like this. Hanneman, you're looking a little worse for wear. Let me heal you. Can never be too careful.
If she keeps healing me like that, this battle will never end. Let us deal with Manuela first.
Still improving. I can always count on you.
Who would have thought you would actually put in the effort to save me? I must thank you all the same. I must fight against some of my students in order to save others. These are troubling times we live in, indeed.
I never thought the day would come that I'd cross blades with Professor Hanneman. Another heal incoming. You have to fight on, Hanneman.
Not just yet. Everyone else has shown such bravery. I must persevere as well.
You're done! I won't stop. Not yet!
I may have one foot in the grave, but I insist I keep the other out of it for the time being.
I can't die here. I won't.
Let her go. The battle isn't over. We must prepare for our next maneuver.
You forced your way into my city and killed innocent people. And you're shameless enough to claim you're on the side of justice. Encore! At least I could die in my own town. No, I refuse to die single. There's still so much I want to do in life. I have to withdraw.
They made a very formidable duo. I wonder if our paths will cross again in the future.
Let's do this!
This is just beginning.
Beautiful and deadly, just like a rose in its thorns. I think I'm in love.
Seize this moment.
You like that?
There. We've done what we can.
Isn't it time for you to come out already, Duke Gert? A general ought to seek vengeance for his subordinates.
Be careful what you wish for. I've quite a lot of deaths to avenge by now.
Duke Gert is essential to our empire. He must be protected at all costs.
I see they're putting up one last bit of futile resistance. Too bad it's not going to work.
I can still fight.
You like that?
Here it comes!
Run, Gert. You must save Her Majesty.
How ironic. My territory has always strived for peace. And it's the first claimed by the flames of war. bear.
Stay calm.
This is as far as we go. Forgive our weakness.
No, you've done plenty. You have my gratitude. I am not the most skilled fighter. However, fight I must.
I'm not gonna die here. Out of the way!
Still here. I cannot perish here. I must protect the Empire.
Our enemies fought well. To be honest, I'm not sure how much more we can endure. We've taken the main hall. Victory is ours, Knights of Fargus!
I won't let myself...
I think I'm getting...
How can I...
For him?
Yes. How?
The enemy fought like they were possessed out there. One wrong move, and we'd have been finished.
Imperial nobles will battle to the bitter end to protect their homes, just as we would. I suggest you get used to it. Everyone we face from this point forward will strike at us with the same vigor.
I guess it's kill or be killed, huh? It's exhausting just thinking about the road ahead.
Do not complain. We are only doing this to restore peace to Fodlan, remember?
I can't say I blame you for worrying. This is a difficult campaign in every sense of the word. For one, the unfamiliar terrain greatly favors our enemy. And however noble our cause, the guilt of invading our neighbors will always weigh heavy on our minds.
Be that as it may, we can't turn back now. If the kingdom and empire cannot coexist, then there is no other choice but to fight.
He's right. We all know what'll happen to Fargus if we just sit back and let Adrestia do what they want.
So you all grasp the gravity of our actions, yet choose to march on regardless. It seems our rising lords have grown even stronger than I thought. The future of Fargus is a bright one indeed. For now, all we can do is commend our soldiers for delivering us a valiant triumph, and of course, bid they continue the march. When the sun sets on this war, only our king will be fettered by the vile moniker of invader.
Don't put this all on him.
And it will fall on you to support him through it, Felix. You understand, yes? That is your duty as the Shield of Fargus, and descendant of the hero Fraldarius.
Obviously.
Oh, Rodrigue. You're up late.
Ah, yes. Preparing strategy proposals for tomorrow's War Council. The more legwork I can do in advance, the smoother the process will go, thus lessening the burden on His Majesty. Even one as strong as he would collapse from overwork were all our councils an unchecked slog.
He barely sleeps as it is, right? Sometimes I see him face down on his desk. I guess catching what little shut-eye he can.
Yes, he reminds me of the late king in that sense. Lambert too ascended the throne at a young age. Too young, if you ask me. And struggled greatly to adapt to the many rigors of governance.
Guess you two knew each other a long time then. I heard you went to the academy together at least. I've gotta ask, is Dimitri really that much like his dad?
You would hardly be able to tell them apart were they in the same room now. Though Lambert did have a somewhat shorter temper. Still, they're birds of a feather compared to my son and I. The two of us are as different as the blackest night and the brightest day.
Yeah, you're really not very similar at all. Your looks aside, of course.
If you're wondering where his stubbornness came from, that was entirely his mother. That said, he has come to resemble me over the years, though mostly in ways I had hoped to avoid.
Meaning what?
He can't live without some great purpose in life urging him forward. There is no peace in such an existence. I know, because I'm the same way. As Lambert's right hand, I devoted every waking moment to serving him, supporting him. And when he was lost, so too was my reason for being. I had no choice but to search for something else to propel me forth. In the end, and after much consideration, I chose to devote myself anew to Lambert, to seeing through the promise I had made him.
And what was that?
That should his son ever lose his way, I would be the one to set him back on the proper course. But I won't be here forever. Thankfully, His Majesty is blessed with friends like you. Ones who are willing to ease the immense burden on his shoulders.
Funny. I feel like Dimitri's been helping me this whole time, not the other way around. But it's all a give and take in the end, right? You've done more than your fair share for me, too.
I'm glad to hear that, truly. But to be frank, my own shortcomings have grown alarmingly clear of late. It's not enough to simply stand by his side and support. He needs someone to grab his hand and pull him in the right direction.
And you don't think you can do that? Even with Gustav's help?
At the end of the day, he and I are nothing more than His Majesty's retainers. We cannot view Fodlin through his eyes. But you stand on equal footing with him as a trusted friend. Such a bond is a rare thing indeed.
Dimitri's my leader, yeah, but he's a friend first. Probably helps that I'm not part of the nobility.
Is that the root of it, I wonder? If I recall, you were born in Alliance territory, yes?
Yep, in a remote mountain town off in Ordelia lands. Honestly, I don't remember much more than that. And with this weird power and all, it's hard to say for sure where I really came from.
Well, if you ask me, those things, your background, your abilities, don't matter much in the end. I can't blame you for being curious, of course. But we haven't put our faith in you because of whose child you are. The relationships you've built in your time here transcend whatever blood may flow in your veins.
Huh, what a wonderful human being. A true man of character.
Anyway, seeing as you're here, I was hoping you might be willing to share some of your wisdom with me. I would love to know a mercenary's thoughts on the proper location to stage an ambush, and where in that position our archers should take up posts.
Now we're talking. Let's see.
Azure Gleam. A trick of the goddess.